This is Tony Shrum with Amp Magazine at Warped Tour in Nampa, Idaho. I'm sitting here with Grieves and Budo. Hey. First off, how has the tour been? This is your first Warped Tour.
Yes.
Explain how it's been so far. What do you think?
Yeah, Warped Tour has been it's been cool for us because it's not our world. I'd never even attended a Warped Tour like as a fan or anything like that before, and for us it was like coming out here and playing in front of these kids has been an experience where we're gaining fans that do not listen to hip hop. They wouldn't have they just would have passed it in the store, they would have never picked it up. But getting in front of them face to face is something that we can't do at a hip hop show. We can't get to those kids at a hip hop show. So we come out here and it's kind of a gamble every day. But we end up with, some days 100 new fans, some days like 300 new fans, some days 20 new fans. But it's like getting to see the type of kids that are responding to this kind of music is awesome because we get to be in a sense, not with all of them, but with a lot of them, we get to be their introduction to like hip hop and to like the Rhymesayers crew and everything like that. So it's been an interesting battle, but everything's paying off. All the hard work that is the Warped Tour is paying off. Like I feel it, I see it. It's I don't feel like this was a waste of my time.
It's been exactly what we needed it to be, which was an introduction to an entirely new demographic of people. And it's really inspiring, actually, in a weird way to look down and see kids that like you never see at a typical show of ours, and to see them like enjoying it, and like they're surprised too. Like they don't really expect to walk past and hear what we're doing,
or to expect to like it.
And it's cool. Like like Grieves was saying, like it allows us to kind of function as like a conduit to like open up this whole new world of music to them. It's really cool. Like that feels really good. It's been great.
Yeah, because whenever I first showed up, like to see your show, I had to rush out there because y'all were on first, and like I saw the crowd at first, and like everybody's just standing there, kind of trying to figure out what the hell is
what am I doing here?
Where am I at? And it was just like after a while, you see the hands moving, you see everybody bobbing their head, they're singing along, and there were some songs like it seems that they know the words. Like there's some like that you came out with videos, like on the rocks, like I can hear people singing the lyrics. Like, okay, other people know the song, and it's just like, how do you feel about like whenever you see that? Like as soon as you see him reacting or you see him not reacting, like what's your like thought on that? Like you see it, like is it?
It's interesting because I think each genre of music has like this, like there are things you do at like a hardcore show in a crowd, and there's things you do at a hip hop show in a crowd, and there's things you do at like a rock and roll show, like you put your hands up, or you mosh, or you whatever. So like it's kind of this weird process of like orienting people to like what we're used to getting from a crowd, which is clapping, hands up, and like that kind of community of like everybody sort of participating and joining in what we're doing to kind of create this like this exchange that they may not be used to or even know, like because they're not hip hop fans.
And like you said, it starts out differently and then ends differently because it takes our whole entire set to actually create that atmosphere for those people because they're not used to it, or it's 12:30 in the afternoon and you just got
no one wants
and you don't know what's going on.
It's like, do you do the same? Is it the same schedule every day, like 12:30? Because that's like the hottest time of the day, and I see you got a sunburn thing going on.
Yeah.
And Budo over here, like all nice and in the shade in the back.
Kidding me? Like I look like a dirty.
Yeah, you could take a shower. That wouldn't hurt.
I have.
So on this tour, like I know Together Apart just came out, and it's like the majority of the songs were off that album. Is that something you do at first, like you select songs? Like how does the selecting go?
Yeah, I mean this tour has been not only a chance for us to gain new fans, but also a way for us to expose our new record to new people. So we're out here playing the new songs to these new fans, and it's also what's current relevant right now as far as what our media outlets and our press is showing. So it's like, a lot of these kids probably saw our video for Against the Bottom on Hot Topic, and never knew of us before, and they came up to Warped Tour and saw us. Like, that's a different media outlet for us. We've never tried that. And same thing with like the On the Rocks video. That reached a whole other crowd too, and that's been getting radio play. Like, so we're trying to cater to these people that found out about us through these different things that we've never used before. It's not just word of mouth through Rhymesayers and stuff like that. It's like actual real media outlets that new people are discovering us through. So we're pushing the record because that's what a lot of people have. That's what we sold, 6,000 in the first week. So we wanna play that, and we want to drive it home for the first 2 months.
Yeah, and then they'll get the back catalog.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And, like a lot of these kids probably don't have much familiarity with anything prior. If they're familiar with this at all. So there is like, like you want to go to a concert and yourself, have that sort of familiar experience. And our best chance at doing that with these kids is playing those songs off the record.
And I know that Together Apart, I've worked on previous 88 Keys and Counting. And it's just like, how did this come about with this duo type of thing? It's like almost like an ant slug type of relationship. It's like
it was. I don't know. He was always doing this production thing in Seattle, and I was just kind of doing my own thing and producing myself at that point. And then we met up. He was in our band. I was on tour with Atmosphere. And we started talking about music and the things that we were into, and kind of stuff that we want to be. And everything seemed very like-minded. And when we got together, the first song that we ever made was going to be off 88 Keys. Yeah, and we just kept it going from there, and it never stopped. And that working relationship has been like, he challenges me to be in a new place, and vice versa. But at the same time, although it may be a different place, it's very comfortable because it's something that I still understand. And I don't think I could really find that with anybody else. And I think that it's important to make. I think it's important for us to make the music that we're making the way that we make it.
And so, if it ever ends, it'll just be kind of like a natural thing. You see, y'all are just gonna keep doing stuff until